Ladies and gentlemen of the motorsport community, it is my pride and joy to welcome you to the first ever Shell Motorsport Excellence Awards. I think that's the time that we get a huge round of applause. I don't have a written speech because everything that is happening today is purely something that came from the hearts of the men and women that are in this room. It's a fantastic event. When Eric stood here, Eric, of course, in conjunction with the 254 Motorsport team, Sushil, Ababu, and the rest of them, every single one of you, I'd like to say thank you so much for making time to honor the men and women and also the youth who make the motorsport community in Kenya. Please give them a round of applause. There are four things I want to mention, and I'll kick off straight from stakeholders, policymakers, and the sponsors. We honor you and we thank you for making this day possible. We thank you for all the work that you've done. Whether you're part of government, whether you're part of the motorsport community, whether you're part of the people who have a voice that can be listened to invest the men and women who drive motorsport, I'd like to honor you. And there are only three things I want to highlight. The first thing is, channel the focus to the youth. Channel the focus to the youth. And the reason I say that is because this very event took place because it was initiated by a father, a mother, and someone who wanted to have their son or daughter honored. You might not know about that bit. And from it, we realize that there's so much, we've lost quite a bit of time to honor the very people who stand there. And the second thing is, pesa mfukoni. And that is the talanta hela aspect. There's always this misconception that in motorsport, at the end of every event, at the end of the year, when you're coming here to receive an award, that there's a pot of gold at the end of it. But the people who actually invest in this are the parents, they are the sponsors who actually drive it. And I remember asking ourselves, how do you encourage, how do you get a young kid, how do you get a driver at the age of 24 to think that I can be worth the same value of somebody like Sir Lewis Hamilton? How do I get that value? How can I become that person? How can I be a star? But it doesn't have to get to that level. It starts with us. So the policies we make, drive it to make sure that there is something that goes back to that driver. The Shekhar Metas of the day, the Ian Duncans, the Patrick Njirus, somebody stood with them. And that's why to date they still have an establishment, a business. And it has to start with us, that there has to be something for them to be able to take home. And I'm happy that Eric highlighted it, that we chose to invest, to put seed fund for every single child or person who was in motorsport, like in the last event, between the age of 8 and 18, that we put something, we made sure that they open an account where they can be inspired, that it's actually not just a cost that your parent bears, but it's actually something which is their heritage. It's their heritage, rather. It's something which they can be able to carry. The second thing I would like to highlight, two of my 4 points. The second one is to the guardians, to the coaches, and the people who work together to make sure you, the driver, can be able to rally. I'd like to say thank you, because I know it's not as easy. It's not something that comes easy. I'm looking at Altaf Ganatra. I'm looking at quite a number of parents here. Oh, wow. I can see quite a number of us here. It's not easy. But my request is this. As we honor you today, know that your sacrifice is in something that will add into the value, into the person of your child. It's not just about this event. It's not about you seeing them here. But you've instilled something in them that will never get them anywhere close to being lost in the streets, being lost in any other activity. Why? Because motorsport is discipline. So we honor you today. And I request every single person here, if you have your parent here, just give them a round of applause. Tell them thank you. Give them a round of applause. Tell them thank you for your sacrifice. Tell them thank you. I know some of my friends from Kibos, and I can see your father is also there, he's not here. Also, clap for him. Yes, clap for him, please. Yes, he's also a driver. So let's do that. The last thing I'll mention to the people who work, especially to the younger team, emotional support is very important to your kids. There are some of us who are putting in so much because, you know, this child of mine has a talent and is a means to an end. There are others where, you know, he or she is balancing class, is balancing motorsport. Remember the inner child. They could be 8 and they cannot take a loss. They could be 16, but they cannot take a criticism. Monitor it, nurture it. That thing is to you, the star drivers today, every one of you. Today is for you. Everything we are doing today is for you. And we honor you, we say thank you, because there is no sport without you, the driver. There's none. So we say thank you. We are sorry for any time, whether it is our policies, whether it was our decisions, for any time we forgot to honor you, for being part and parcel of the motorsport spirit in Kenya, the investments. Eric spoke about it, the investment that comes into it. So we say thank you to you. I just want to highlight this, especially to the ones who are coming in. You've chosen, as a driver, you've chosen a sport that is not just about speed. It's not. It's about discipline, it's about diligence, and it's about devotion. Discipline, diligence, and devotion. Please know that at the end of it all, it's not the trophy, it's the life lessons that you carry. It's the life lessons that you carry. And that really is what makes the difference. So whether it's you, Neil, whether it's Tinashe, whether it's every other young person who's here, whether you're in your 30s and you're racing, whether you're in your 50s, there's a discipline, there's the devotion that drives you. Enjoy it. Enjoy it because you're doing something that nobody else has the opportunity to do. And the reason why we are here is because somebody was able to invest in it. And I'll get to my last point. It's the power of one. I will actually ask you to tell the person next to you, just tell them the power of one. Tell them the power of one, just one. The person you see standing right here is a culmination of 10 years. I didn't know that it will take 10 years to see what I'm seeing today. I was born in Nakuru, grew up in Narok, and I'm so honored to have my mother here, my twin sister, and my sister. Thank you so much. And the only image I had of motorsport was when we had the safari rally going through Narok. And there was a section around Ndulele. It was a very muddy section. Some of the older ones like myself would remember that. And we used to be herded like into this pickup 1200, Datsun 1200, sorry. And we were like 18 kids. And I remember seeing these beautiful cars. I remember meeting, you know, your Richard Burns, you're by the fence. And I never imagined that I'd be in such a place. To see people like Orie Rogo Manduli's, being honored, because I can see, thank you so much, Engineer Elizabeth. I didn't know that I'll be on this side. I didn't know that there was ever a time that I would have a voice, one voice, to determine whether we are going to have Shell back in motorsport. I didn't know I had the opportunity to work with the best people I've ever met. I didn't know I would meet parents who love their kids, who love Kenya, who love the sport. But all I knew is I wanted to do the right thing. And 10 years ago, we brought back Shell back into motorsport for the first time. And for 3 years, we had a dedicated focus. And unfortunately, some things happened in the middle and we pulled out. And it took the heart of one father who came and told me, I just need the Shell pectin to be put on my son's vehicle. And I told him, no, we're not doing sponsorship anymore. And he said, no, Mark, I just want the pectin. In fact, I'd rather even pay for it. And I actually thought he was kidding because I'd gone through the whole cycle. And finally, he used it. And I saw the photos. I saw this kid. I saw a parent. I saw the joy. I saw the dedication. And of course, it's very embarrassing when you're seeing your brand is all over the place getting so much mileage and you're paying nothing. So we had to give a little bit of a stipend. And it's only a year later that we actually ended up investing. That's actually the story of the Go Hills, Sushil Go Hill, and I honor you. He was able to get Shell back into motorsport. He got me to believe that, Mark, we can clean it up. We can focus in this. It was the power of one. So my question today is, and today, just to see that pectin there is extremely emotional, and I'm deeply honored. And my challenge to you is, what's your power today? What decision can you make today to actually support and enhance motorsport? I have my voice, my small voice, almost insignificant, but I will use it to enhance motorsport in Kenya. Because without us, motorsport in Kenya has no future. We are the future of motorsport in Kenya. And I'll conclude by saying that Sushil and to the 254 team, thank you. Sumaya, our finance manager, Gikonyo is also here, our director. Please give them a round of applause. I would like to announce that Shell, Vivo Energy Kenya, behind the Shell brand, will be part and parcel of motorsport and the MEA awards, the Motorsport Excellence Awards for the next 3 years. And that's a direct dedication. And as long as there is breath in me, you will always have an ambassador. You'll always have a cheerleader. You'll always have someone supporting motorsport in Kenya. Thank you very much and God bless.